So, in this video, I'm going to be breaking down how the Shopify dropshipping store is doing over £50 million per year, according to my Chrome extension. They have found an absolute gem in terms of how to run warm traffic from Facebook into funnels and landing pages and convert customers. So they're selling a product that you've probably never seen before. It's basically a grounding bed sheet. You put it on your bed, it connects into the wall and connects to the floor, which is apparently meant to ground you, and it could solve health problems that we're going to get into, and that's a sell case for this product. Gets you healthier, alleviates certain conditions that you may have, especially for older people. So if you look at their store, they're running a lot of advertorials and listicles like this. In this video, I'm going to be basically breaking down how they've absolutely mastered copywriting on their advertorials and how it actually works, why use an advertorial or listicle, and when you should use them for your store. So the power of advertorials is basically they're not just straight to the product page. You could take customers who've maybe watched a 30-second or 1 minute ad who are maybe product unaware and problem unaware as well, so they have no idea what this product does or what it's going to solve. So if you send them to a regular product page with just basic info, they're not going to convert. You need to warm up this traffic, take them through a journey, give them like a bit of emotion when they're reading through your copy, and then they have like a partial commitment before they're going to buy. It's also no hard sell. So in the advertorial, it's a very, very long article before it even gets to any offer. It is a long bit of writing, and especially for their target demographic, which is obviously older people, this works extremely well because they've already made a partial commitment by the time they get to the bottom of the page. But in the rest of the video, I'm just going to be breaking it down, and maybe you could take some aspects of this and run them on your stores. Doesn't have to be listicles, doesn't have to be advertorials, but you could definitely take something away in terms of the way that they write their copy on their funnel and on their site. So first things first, for the advertorial, this is the style that you would usually find for advertorials. It's a video or image of the problem that they're having, and it's written by an authority figure. So in this case, it is written by a doctor, as you can see here, Dr. Jonathan Myers, obviously fake. And the title is Leading Physical Therapy Specialist, the best method to reduce varicose veins and relieve leg swelling. So this is obviously a very, very specific problem that's targeting a certain audience. So essentially they just take that customer through their journey. They start off by going really hard on the problem they're having, the pain point, the infliction that the customer may have, and just goes into depth on why this is bad for them, how it's actually happening, what's the reason that this is caused. So they're basically explaining it's bad due to bad blood flow, and your veins are constricted, so there's not blood going through your legs, and that's how you get this look here, which is obviously not great. But yeah, it just continues to do so. It explains how healthy veins look, so giving you how you're currently looking, your pain point, how you're currently living, and how you would look in terms of if you achieved your dream outcome. No mention of the product. It's all just educating the customer and informing them of basically the problem they're having. So if you look at first things first, you need to deeply understand the customer's problem. So for this advertorial specifically, it's going very, very deep on the problem and explaining every single aspect, breaking it down so the customer knows it inside out, because they obviously know they have the condition, but they don't know how it's happening or how to solve it. And in this case, it's going to bring an emotional response with the customer or potential customer. And by the time you introduce your product, you're so far down the article that they're already going to have a partial commitment, which we'll get onto. So again, more just copy on how the image on the left shows how the blood moves in a single direction. This is what healthy veins look like and how they should look. But unfortunately, many of us have compromised vein valves. So they're just going so deep on the problem. Every single issue that the potential customer can have, they are bringing up. Still all information about the problem, but now they're starting to implement and introduce sort of the solution or how you can actually solve this problem as well. So it says, relieve varicose veins and swollen legs at home in just 15 minutes per day without any effort. So in that one sentence, we've brought up the pain point, we've given them their dream outcome with low effort, which is the perfect solution. People want a solution for their problem to get a dream outcome in as little effort as possible. That's the way that we always write our ad scripts. We follow a very, very strict formula where we have a hook, we bring up the pain point, provide solution, give them their dream outcome at the lowest amount of effort. So that's what they're doing to a T here. And if we go here, they're starting to naturally introduce the product very, very slowly from the authority figure, which is the doctor. They don't just list features, it goes through the mechanism of how they're going to actually achieve their results. So that's the part that we're on now. It's, look, as you can see here, it says this is all possible due to something called grounding technology. They're now going through the mechanism of how their product actually works. They've not said anything about the product, they're just saying about how it can, the technology can work on customers. It starts creating a pumping effect that improves blood flow and stimulates the vein valves in our calves, reducing these vein swellings in your legs, calves, ankles and feet, all without any effort. Again, dream outcome, low effort. Introducing the grounding well mat. This is a different variation of the product itself. So they have the bed sheet and they also have this mat as well. So they're basically tweaking the product in each advertorial, but it's the same principle for both. Slowly introducing the product, no mention of price or anything like that, showing what it does, showing different videos, GIFs and diagrams of how it can get you from really, really bad results to really good results. As you can see here, it's a before and after type video. Trustpilot reviews, stacking up the social proof like it says here, social proof stacking throughout. It's very, very subtle and it's testimonial based, so real reviews from customers. As you can see here, long form written reviews, how it's changed their life, mind blowing results. More social proof stacking, seen on the news, seen on different like TV shows and that sort of thing. This mat has helped thousands alleviate varicose veins and swelling in the legs. Again, they're just going through before and afters, social proof and how it's going to solve their problem. So now they're starting to slowly introduce the offer, and they do it in a very, very subtle way. If you can pay attention, they go, and how much does it cost? The first question is a bit challenging, as it requires a lot of time and money to manufacture this device, from sourcing expensive mats around the world to conducting numerous tests before approval. So they're given a reason for their price being higher than the competitors, for example. This puts us at a continuous risk of running out of stock because they're not going to be able to produce. We're working 24/7 to ensure there's enough supply for these mats so everyone can get one. But sadly, I have to confess that we can't meet demand right now. So again, more subtle social proof. The demand is just too much. Those who've tried it have benefited from the relief they're now experiencing. I've also had to bring up thousands of patients that have worked through my clinic. They were excited when I introduced them to this device that I developed. I'm confident many of them are in the process of ordering right now. If you're reading this article, it likely means that we still have a few mats in stock, as we would have taken the page down if they were sold out. So they're also creating a bit of scarcity in there. Social proof, a reason for the higher price, and then scarcity to make people want to buy, which is going to work extremely well with old people. We might sell out by tomorrow or even today. More scarcity. I strongly advise you not to leave this page, because this could be your only opportunity to get the grounding well mat and find the relief you've been looking for. Again, pain point, you want relief, dream outcome, but this is your last chance. You need to buy now, or they're going to be sold out. You're not going to be able to get your solution. And at the very back of this, they have something that is absolutely insane. When you dropship, you're going to find a lot of the time when you run ads to your store, a lot of these people are going to go on your ad, think the product's interesting, go to buy, but then thinking, I'll go have a look on Amazon and see what the price is there, and it's going to be a cheaper price and they could get 1 to 2 day delivery. So it's a no-brainer in that regard to go to Amazon and buy from them instead of you. So this is where they kind of make themselves stand out and put that competition to the side and make you think that they're the only legit company in the market. So they say you won't find it anywhere else on the internet. If you come across something similar, it's just a cheap imitation. So as we all know, dropshipping products are widely available to everyone. This is how they stand out and give themselves that bit of authority. The authentic grounding well mat is only sold on our official website for £109. Considering the technology, blah 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 blah, we've been recommended to sell it for £229. But I'm not a businessman, I'm a doctor. Our price is half of what the business experts advised. They break it down how it's going to cost you per session, but they also say that in the long run, if you use it more than once a day for a year, it's going to be even cheaper than that. So it's bringing down the risk to buy. With this perspective, you can see how remarkable an offer this is. £109 for years and years of therapy, £109 for an investment for a pain-free life, and it's a rare deal that you will never find again. So again, they're just going through how you're not going to experience any more pain. It's only a £109 investment, scarcity, and you're never going to find this deal again. But I'm also mindful that the current situation around the world, inflation on the rise, prices increasing, £109 too much money, who's got that amount of money to buy a product? And see, I wasn't kidding when I said money wasn't my main focus. This copywriting is insane, and I'm guaranteeing this performs so well for them, just because it's like a storytelling ad from authority figure, which it's going to crush it. My goal is to sell this product so we can benefit as many people as possible, and I refuse to let money get in the way. And then they go again and offer 50% off. So all of that like copy about it being £109 is forgotten about. It's actually only £54.90. It's 50% cheaper than you thought it was going to be. And at this point, after that amount of reading of the article, the amount they've learnt about their problem and how it's affecting their life, the mechanism behind it, how they could solve it with their product, going through the offer, the social proof stacking, how it's been on the TV, before and afters, how it's going to sell out, scarcity, can't buy from Amazon. This is just the icing on the cake, and I guarantee the conversion on this will be absolutely crazy. You get 50% off groundingwell Matt now, you click it, it takes you to the product page they're going to buy. And then if you don't feel trust in it after that, they've got a 90-day money-back guarantee, 100% risk-free, which is a risk reversal. You could reach us at our support email. Next steps, call to action again. There's no risk, keep it in mind. And then they say, are you going to turn down this opportunity and gamble with your chances? Creating that like fear factor in the customer's mind that they have to go and buy this, like there's no other solution out in the market. Why would you not want to clear up your health condition? And at the very bottom they've got another thing that's very, very interesting. It's like a Facebook comment section, like a thread. It looks pretty legit. Obviously you can't like click on anything, but it just looks so good. Like, can anybody vouch for this? I bought mine for full price and they're now 50% off. That's not fair. Pretty cool. Like, it's a bit of like reverse psychology in there. Like, people have, I've paid full price, but I have like the chance to get it for £54, so why would I not buy? I think this is really cool, and I think overall it's just a great piece of copywriting and shows you how important funnels can be at maybe at the higher level, or if you're selling a product that people are not going to be aware of. It doesn't explain itself like a piece of clothing or an electrical product. This is a product that you have to go into depth of problem, the solution, and what the actual mechanism behind the product is. But yeah, I think this is an absolute crazy store. They've got a huge amount of orders coming in. They're making like £50 million per year in sales, and I recommend you studying it if you want to implement like listicles and advertorials yourself. But apart from that, that is it from me. Hopefully you could take some value away from this. I will leave the link to this website inside the free Skool community, so if you want to have a look and have a deep dive on it yourself and maybe even copy it for your product, go ahead and do so. But that is it from me, and I appreciate you watching the video. I'll see you in the next one.